What's going on, everyone? This is Jangy Comics coming at you with another video. I am very excited to do this one because we all know that whenever this box comes in with that red word fragile, we know that this is a CGC box filled with awesome slabs. So this is going to be an unboxing series. I'm going to break it into two because I have in here about 20 books that I got sent, I got slabbed from CGC. This was my first time doing a pre-screening. And what a pre-screening is, if you send at least 25 books to CGC, you can have them, you can set a certain grade that you want your books to be at. Anything that is graded underneath, it'll be rejected and returned to you. For this batch, I set it at 9.4, and 5 of them were rejected. So they were rejected in the sense that they were I'm thinking they were probably a 9.0 or a 9.2 because I think they were still in good condition. But having said that, 5 books were rejected and the rest were 9.4 or better. I already took a look at these grades because I was kind of excited about this batch, and I was kind of disappointed about the ones that were rejected, so I'll go over those. But today, since there's 20 books, we'll go over 10 of them now, and then I'll do another video for the other 10. So again, I'm really excited about this one. If you guys have never been here, welcome to Jangy Comics. I try to do weekly videos that do CGC grade reveals from batches that I've been sending out, mystery mail calls, just general mail calls of books that I get from the comic community, grab bags, anything of that sort. Obviously, that just shows off my collection or books that I plan on selling in the future. This is where I share all my videos. So again, thank you so much for coming by. And as always, if this is not your first time coming, thank you again so much for stopping by. I do appreciate your ongoing support. For all of you guys, hit that like button on this video. Let me know if you enjoy this video of watching these CGC grade reveals. And hit that like button and comment on it. Let me know if you guys had any CGC experiences recently, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so that I can you guys get notified whenever I drop new videos out on YouTube. So something interesting right now, again, I know that this was a pre-screening, but this was the longest turnaround I've ever experienced for CGC. Typically I get books back within a month, but with the holidays, quality control from CGC, from what I've been told, their turnaround times have been it's like 40 days now, 40 business days. So you're looking at about 2 months now. Not terrible, it's not the end of the world, but after getting used to getting books back within a month, it did seem like a long time, and I was really excited about this batch. So having said that, let's get right into it, guys. Alrighty. So yeah, pre-screening is definitely interesting. I just sent off another batch of books for pre-screening. But foolish me, stupid me, I actually did not hit the pre-screen button. So they're all coming back at whatever grade they are, which is fine. I mean, honestly, I've done that before where books came in at under 9 and I just ended up cracking the slab and selling it raw, or just keeping it for my own personal collection. So again, 25 books in here, 5 rejected, which means there's 20 slabs left here, and I will be showing you 10 right now. So let's get right into it. Alrighty. So, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get right into the. Let's go into the raw books. I'll show you the 5 books that were rejected, and again, I honestly believe that these books were rejected because they weren't. Again, I set my pre-screening at 9.4. I know a lot of people set theirs at 9.8, but I definitely knew some of these were going to be 9.4, 9.6s. So I will go ahead and show you these raw books that So, spoiler alert, but these are some of the books. They gave me back the COAs for some of the books. Alright, first one is Batman Beyond. Obviously, this is a good one. This is the reprint, not the first print, but these are still going for good money. I'm looking at it, and I thought this was going to come back at least in 9.4, but I can tell that there are some ticks. But you know what? I might get that one pressed and sent that back. And honestly, if it comes back a 9092, just if I send it regular, honestly, it's not too bad. The next book here is Star Wars Heir to the Empire. We all know this is the first appearance of Thrawn and Mara Jade. Now this one, I really thought this was going to be at least a 9.4. I guess I see some spine ticks. You know what, maybe this would come back as a 9.2, but I'm going to try to get that pressed out. Okay, this one, I was definitely surprised this one got rejected. This is the Young Avengers Director's Cut. I'm, again, looking it off of initial view. I guess this could use a pressing. I was hoping for a 9.6. There is a tick on the left side. So I think, honestly, I'm going to get these all repressed and regraded. You never know. Okay, and then this one is Amazing Spider-Man 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, but the one unique thing is that, if you guys can see, this is the Korean variant. This is the Korean issue, as you can tell on the bottom here as well. So I heard that these were all bad condition. What I mean by bad, no 9.8s, no 9.6s. I was hoping for a 9.4, but I think they're consistent. The highest one in the census, I think, is like a 9.2 or a 9.0. So I was stupid to actually send this out with a 9.4 minimum, knowing that was probably not going to hit. So, oops, that's on me. I might resend that, and if it comes back as a 9.092, can't complain. Now this one I was very surprised about. This one is Die Issue 1. This is a variant cover. I honestly thought that this was going to come back as a 9.6, 9.8, but I guess there are some ticks that I did not notice. But you know what? You never know with CGC. I hear there's a lot of foul play about books being damaged en route to grading, and then they end up getting lower grades. But again, benefit of the doubt that this book was probably already had ticks and I just didn't see it. I'm probably not going to try resubmitting it. It's a book that I just want to get graded because I like the cover. But in any case, those were the rejects. Moving on to, let's go ahead and do the first batch of 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, just want to know where to cut off this video so that I will be doing another series doing the second half. So anyways, let's get started here. All right, first one is Dark Avengers, issue 1. I got this one because this is a spec book, because I have a feeling deep down in my heart that they are going to do some sort of Dark Avengers thing in the MCU, where Norman Osborn takes over the Iron Man role and becomes Iron Patriot, and all these alter egos all becoming heroes, so to speak, thus the Dark Avengers. The notes on this is first appearance of Dark Avengers, Norman Osborn becomes the Iron Patriot, New Avengers #1 cover homage. So yeah, this one is more of a spec buy, but even if it does go and pick up and get hot, I might just keep it for myself because it only came back as a 9.6. I look at it and I guess I can see that there was a little bit of a corner tick that I guess I didn't catch, which probably would have knocked it down to a 9.8. I don't think this would do well with the pressing. I think this one is just pretty much, it is what it is a 9.6. So this is a stash for sure for down the road. But honestly, this cover looks pretty badass, especially if you can get the original New Avengers. I think it's a red cover and just putting those side by side. Okay, next book is, all right, Joker, 80th Anniversary. 100-page super spectacular. This is the origin of Punchline. This is a In-Hyuk Lee white cover variant. The note on here is origin of Punchline version cover. This was a Midtown Comics exclusive. I bought a couple of these, couple copies, but I figured I'd get one graded. I don't know if I want to sell this one or if I want to keep it, but because it's so cool. But it did come back as a 9.8. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on this one for a while. I mean, if I'm in need of money, then I might sell it. But right now, I guess it is a stash for now. Especially if Punchline becomes bigger, this could potentially become go up. Especially if this is the origin of Punchline. All right, next one here. Right, this one is not a key, but it's just a cover. It's a cover by Gabriel Dell'Otto. Goodness, guys, this is Symbiote Spider-Man King in Black issue 1. Gabriel Dell'Otto does good work, especially with his Spider-Mans. This was a trade inversion set, and this one was limited to, according to the code, I think this was limited to 1,500 copies. So I was glad I got this one. The note on here actually is interesting. It says second appearance of Mr. E, Watcher, Black Knight, Alistair Smythe, King, and Rocket Raccoon appearance. So the key is that this is the second appearance of Mr. E. I think the first one was like in a Marvel Age. There was a lot of big spec when this book came out. Mr. E, the first appearance, I forgot what issue it was. That started getting spiked up in gains. I think it was like it went up to like $20-25 after being in like a $5 book for a long time. But anyways, I got this slab for my own personal collection because I like that version cover, and Gabriel Delato just does a really good job with his Spider-Mans and Venoms and Nulls. All right, next one here is Strange Academy, issue 1. This is a huge hot book, hot book. Not this one itself, but just the series. This is the first appearance of a lot of characters. People suspect that this could be a future giant-size X-Men thing, which I highly doubt. I don't think it's ever going to get that big. But it does have a lot of first appearances. Emily Bright, Doyle Dormammu, Shaylee Moonpetal, Calvin Morse, Desi, German, Gooselug, Zoe, Elvie, Eirik, and Toth. So having all those first appearances, you never know if any of those characters become huge on the road. This book is going to be a huge item. This is the Scotty Young cover. This is the Scotty Young story. So Scotty Young did the story, but this is his variant cover. Humberto Ramos, I think, does the art inside. But I got this one because, again, I got this for spec. Not spec. Yeah, it is spec. But I got this because it's investment, because I think this is going to go up even more down the road. But also, it's also a 9.8. So I'm really happy about that one. I think that I have no rush on doing it, but if Scotty Young were to do a signing, I might crack this one and get this one signed by him. Alright, speaking of Strange Academy, wrong grab here. Speaking of Strange Academy, the next one here is Strange Academy issue 1. Same but issue, different variant. This is the 1 in 25 Humberto Ramos cover. He does some really good work. Humberto Ramos does a great job. Look at the cast in this. Looks great. I love his Marvel Comics 1000 D23 variant. So this one's the hot one, and I'm so glad I got this one back at a 9.8 because this is going for like anywhere from like $350 to $500. And I don't see this stopping anytime soon. However, if the price is right, this one is definitely for sale. I have the Scotty Young the J. Scott Campbell version variant signed by J. Scott Campbell, which I love him. I love his work. So that one is my key. So as long as I have an issue 1 of some sorts, that's all that matters to me. All right, so we're halfway there. Moving on, we have Thanos Legacy. This is another Gabriel Delato. I got this from a mystery mail call grab bag from a long time ago. It's actually in one of my videos. But this is the Thanos Legacy issue 1. This is the Unknown Comics and New York Comic Con exclusive in 2018. This is the Virgin cover. I actually really love this cover. It's not a key by any means, but this cover is sweet. This one is definitely going up on the for sale. And I think it might fetch a decent penny because it did come back as a 9.8. So, actually, I should be looking at all the slabs here because I've been hearing so many. I know a guy who got his books slabbed and graded. All came back at 9.8. However, all the books in the corner were all folded and creased. Obviously, that makes it not a 9.8, and so now he's working and it's pending with CGC on the resolve. So I'm just making sure that all these books on the corners here are not creased by any means. But yeah, so far so good. That's 6 down. I'll do 4 more books, and I'll go ahead and wrap up this video and then do another video for the rest of the 10. Here we go. Another Strange Academy. This one is the Arthur Adams cover. This is definitely not as hot of a cover as the other ones, but be that as may, Strange Academy 1 is still hot. And it came back as a 9.8. So this one I'm definitely going to be looking to probably sell at one of my next live sales on Facebook. Which, by the way, like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram so you can be on top of when I do my next sales. If any of these books interest you, let me know. I can work a deal out and happy to give these books to a new home. They might appreciate more than me. Alright, this next one here. This one is Spiderverse issue 1. of 6. This was a Walmart variant, and this is the first appearance, I think, but at least first cover appearance of Spider-Zero. This one was getting a lot of gains for a while. It kind of fizzled out, but I still love this cover with all the Spider-Mans on here. This, as you can see on the label, it even says Walmart edition. This is going to be something I'm probably going to keep for myself just because it's nice to have like a unique cover from Walmart that actually saw gains. I think this is one of the first ones that saw huge gains, but it also came back as a 9.8. Now again, if the price is right, I could part with it. I do have another raw copy of it, but for the time being though, I'm definitely going to keep this one for myself. Alright, I think there are 2 more left in this for this video. Alright, next one is Something is Killing the Children, issue 1, the Jenny Frison cover. Frison or Frison. This is the Unlocked Retailer edition. First appearance of the badass herself, Erica Slaughter. Such a good story, guys. Highly, highly, highly recommended. I know getting books raw, it's gonna be a pretty penny. Get the trade paperback. Appreciate the story. This is gonna go places, guys. Anyways, I already have a copy. I bought this one on eBay, but I was able to get a raw copy for cheap online. So I decided to get this, get this graded and play my cards, and came back as a 9.8. So this one's definitely gonna be up for sale, and hopefully I can offset the cost of the first one I sold, or I bought on eBay a while ago. Alright, and lastly, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. And lastly for this spot, okay, this one is not a key by any means, but I love this cover because this is 90s Cable goodness. So we have Cable issue 1. This is a Cable of the current run. This is the current Cable issue of like young Cable and his story, which honestly the story's not bad. I can't complain, but I love this cover. I think this is like a 1 in 50, maybe a 1 in 100. But as you can see, this is Cable, the old school Cable from the 90s. Love that plasma rifle. Greg Capullo did this cover. I'm torn because as much as I love this cover, I might sell this one. We'll see. But also it came back as a 9.8. Yeah, nothing else to say about it. Just Cable, badass cover goodness, throwback to the 90s, and not a key. But if you guys like Cable, and this is definitely just a cover grab for sure. So with that said, guys, that wraps up today's video. Those are the first 10. So stick around until next week when I show you the rest of the other 10 books that I got sent graded. Again, this one went a little bit longer because I wanted to show you all the books that got rejected. I might submit a few of those after I do another pressing and play my chances, and hoping that these might go up a little bit in grade. But guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and let me know how I did in these grades. And let me know what your experiences are from pre-screening, or your issue, if you had any issues with CGC lately. So thanks again, guys. Until next week, Janky Comics signing off.